This?
Alright, we're gonna work on a Traxxas Stampede. We have the wheel block broken, and we're gonna replace that bad boy. There we go. And all it is taking off the tire. We got the extra part right here. Traxxas 3736. Take off this little thing. And replace that block.
I crashed it.
So most Traxxas trucks come with this little tool, take off the tire.
This one?
Yep. Lefty loosey. Be back on that. So now we took the tire off. That's what it looks like. And now we have a full axle here.
This was right here.
That was broken.
Thought that you'd have it.
So we got to take this little block off right here. In order to do that, to take this little arm off. In order to take that off, you got to take these little C-clips off. If you guys can get a decent look at it, they come off with the pin on each side. One right there and one right there. So 2 C-clips. And there they are, 2 C-clips. So we took out the pin. We also just found out that it is bent. And that's why it wasn't coming out. We're gonna try to bend that back a little bit. So I gotta take this piece off to take off and replace the block. And you gotta pull up on that little bolt, and it pops right off and leaves a pin in there that you just slide off so you can pull the whole bolt out. So in order to get that whole piece out to replace it and put it onto the new one, you got to pop out these little washers, bearings, I don't know what. So now we put those 2 copper pieces back in. We put the bolt back in with the washer, as you can see, and we'll put that little pin back inside there, and then put that bolt right back on. Snap right back on. There you go. Let's see how the rest goes. Alright, so now what we did was we put this back. I gotta put this pin back in, but it's bent. So we're gonna give it a shot, see if it can make it into that little hole right there. Ooh. Put it back in. Fit pretty nicely. You can tell it's bent and broken, so this piece might not last long, but we're gonna give it a shot. Now we got to put on the C-clips on the end of each of these this pin. Thank goodness we can pause this, because that stuff took forever. So we got that pin on, that clip. Now to put the tire back on. Alright, I lied. We're gonna put this back on to this piece right here, and making sure we put the washer in between the 2. Alright, so I got my assistant here. He's taking off the broken piece of the block that broke off on it. Twist that off, then we'll attach it right back to this one here, the new little arm. I don't know what it's called, sorry guys, I'm a newbie. After taking it off, we gotta put it back on, and there you have it. If I can focus, put it all the way back on so we can put that arm back. So we put that arm piece on back onto that block. Now we just gotta put this bad boy right up in there. And put that nut back on. Should be good to go. Give it a little test. Alright, put the body back on. Moment of truth. Give it a shot.
Moment of truth. It works.
Alright. Good to go.